good girl. So.
Okay, extra people. Did you guys hear all this introduction? I'll go through Zoo again. Oh, I can go through some other facts. Figures. Anyone have any preference? No? No? Okay, I'll introduce them again and see a few other things. Looks like this is the only group though, so we can probably have a bit of a chat about the boys in general, really. Okay, so really quickly, this is Primrose in the middle. She's the mother of the other two. Primrose is 21 years of age and she weighs about 1,700 kilos. Primrose is an excellent mother. She's really, really good. Next one along for the size, Tulip. She's 8 years of age. Tulip weighs about 1,400 kilos. She was born here at Werribee. Her father, his name's Harry. He lives way over in the enclosure that way. If you guys have done the bus tour today, you would have already met Harry. And Tulip, because she's 8 years of age, she's not far away from being fully mature, so she's becoming very, very confident and independent. Whereas the little girl, little Lotus, who's 3 years of age, she's very much a youngster, so she spends most of her time with Mum. Good girl. Good girl. But at the same time, she's becoming more and more confident with us every day. So the more confident she is with us, the more work we can do with her. Therefore, the better care she can get. It's really, really good. Good girl. And the other hippo that we have, that I've not already mentioned, her name's Bella. She's also 21 years of age, same as Primrose, and she lives over with Harry at the moment. You might say that she's his current girlfriend. So, Bella, Primrose and Harry, they all arrived together from Dubbo Zoo quite some time ago, and they used to live in the old hippo facility way over that way at the other end of the zoo. It's currently disused, and it was a few years ago that this facility was built, and I think it's a really, really good thing. This is a really excellent facility. So these guys are the common hippopotamus. It's called the common hippopotamus basically because they're rather common. In Africa, if you talk to a lot of African people, they'll tell you that there's hippos absolutely everywhere. Their wild population is somewhere between 120 to 150,000 individuals. That's an awful lot of hippos. Males, they can weigh up to 3 tons. Females, generally in between 1 and 2 tons. In captivity, we feed these guys about 20 kilos every day each, just to sustain their size. And then you've got to take into account that I'm giving them their food every day. I'm bringing it right to them, so they're not going to be nearly as active as a wild hippo would be, because they don't need to walk such great distances just to get their food. So because of that, their nutritional, or their energy requirements are a lot lower here in captivity. So in other words, a wild hippo needs to eat a lot more than 20 kilos every day to sustain their size. So as far as conservation is concerned for these guys, they're not suffering from some big population decline. They're not listed as endangered at the moment. They're only vulnerable. Basically, what the issue for these guys is that there's not enough grass to go around. They eat a lot of food. There's a lot of hippos, and there's a lot of other grass eaters in Africa. So basically, what the big issue is, there's just not enough food. So you guys wandering around the zoo today, you may have seen advertised our Feed for Wildlife campaign. Basically, what Feed for Wildlife is doing is it's giving an income to people that would otherwise rely on keeping livestock just so they can maintain their own income, so they can keep themselves afloat. It gives them an income that doesn't involve the livestock, so they can take all that livestock off the land, which takes pressure off animals like this for their grass. So if you guys decide to buy some beef jewellery on your way out of the zoo today, you know that you'll be doing these guys a favour. And how can you say no to that face? Really. Anyway, we'll leave it at that for the facts and figures. If you guys have any questions, do feel free to ask, and I might go ahead and lose the guy microphone.
Vuoi dare una carezza? Vuoi dare una carezza del tuo potere? No? Ha paura? Ha un po' di paura? Sì? No, io avrei paura. Sono grandi, è vero. Sono più grandi della macchina. Sono più grandi della macchina, è vero. Sono grandi più della macchina. È grande come la macchina, è vero. Mamma mia, grande così, è grande così, come la macchina. Come si chiama? Ippo. Ippopotamo. Il baby, quello è il baby. Hai visto che big baby? Hai visto che grande baby? Quello è la mamma? Mamma? Quello è il fratellino grande? E quello è il baby. E com'è? Mamma? Sebastian? Anthony? Anthony? Mamma? Mamma è grande? Hai visto? Ok, vuoi che andiamo? Ok, andiamo dalla mamma, andiamo a raccontare alla mamma. Ciao ciao ippopotamo. Ciao, portami.
You're right. They're doing big dribbles, aren't they? Look at all the dribble coming out of his mouth. Can you see lots of dribble coming out? There it is. Can you see the nostril? Can you see the nose opening and closing the nostril? Look at their big eyes and mouth. You were on fire. Look, they're having a big lunch. They do, don't they? These ones do anyway. Look at all the hay, they're showers. Look at that big mouth. Can you see those looking for like dribble? Look at the big mouth and the eagle. You got a question to ask, Jane? To ask for Oh, I reckon I do. Do you want to ask? Here he is right here.
They eat a lot of food. Every day, they eat about 20 kilos of food. That's a lot of food.
There you go. That's than what you weigh. That's about 10 times what you weigh.
A lot more than I eat anyway.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? Will they eat all this here?
Yeah, they'll eat it all. They usually stick around for about 20 minutes, half an hour. And they'll follow me out back. I'll say hello to the male who's on the other side of the cage. Probably go out to the and go and raise some grass.
It seems so domesticated.
In some senses, yes. I mean, in some senses they're very much like that because we work with them every day. And that's it. But at the same time, they are still very much wild.
It's sort of in a routine.
Yeah, that's right. They're creatures of habit, and that's it. But they've all been raised by themselves. None of them have been raised hand raised, so they're all essentially proper
They look friendly enough.
Very much so. So they are potentially incredibly dangerous, and they're renowned as Africa's top killer, which is actually true. They do kill many people. But that's not to be misunderstood because they're not out to hurt anyone. They only eat grass. They don't eat anyone. Basically, what it is territorial. The males are probably some most territorial animals. So if anything is threatening his territorial females as far as he's concerned, he's basically just going to want to. So in that sense, they're remarkably dangerous, but at the same time, they're just
They wouldn't have to do much to kill you, would they?
exactly right. That's the other thing. But I mean, I feel very, very safe with these girls. Never ever have they shown any signs of wanting to hurt me, even the first second. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes I'm almost on the other side of the cage with them. I'm sexually underneath them sometimes, but following my medication.
Have there been any instances where they...
Not a problem at all. Mind you, that's not to say that it didn't take a long time for me to get to that point with them. The level of trust that I needed to build up with them and they needed to build up with me was quite significant. Yes, the little one, yeah, she's 3 years old, so she's very much a little youngster.
Same age as you, say?
I think she's pretty cute. So when she was born, she weighed about the same as me, about 80 kilos, and she was about the size of a very big dog.
Oh, really? Should be cute. They're lovely. There's a little one over there. See? Probably about that size. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's that? No, can't go out there. Oh, then I'd come through and like you. What's that?
At the same time, they all
Thank you.